In this episode of Wilde Insights, we'll explore how you can boost business growth by making challenges work for you. Hi, I'm Carmen Wilde, here to help you unleash breakthrough business results and achieve the wild success you deserve. So I'd like to ask you, are challenges an opportunity for growth or an obstruction to growth? Well, I believe it depends on how you tackle business challenges, as this has a huge influence on whether your business is prone to struggle, stagnate, or succeed. Because tough business challenges tend to spring up unexpectedly, it can throw you off balance and stifle or even derail progress and growth. But unlike a business disaster, like losing your biggest client to a competitor with no chance of recovery, when facing a business challenge, it's often not too late to influence the outcome. You can still do something to avert disaster and even turn it into an opportunity. Provided, of course, you see the challenge as an opportunity rather than an obstruction. Because with the right approach, decisions, and actions, instead of losing that client, you could resolve the concerns, secure the contract, and even extend it. I'm sure you would agree that if you obsess over the problem, you'll tend to only see the problem and may even miss the opportunity sitting just outside your field of vision. Whereas when we look for opportunities, we tend to find them. And this can drive progress and fundamentally change the course of business. And this is a key success principle and a skill that can easily be learned. What would it mean for you and your business if you could not only overcome challenges quicker, but turn them into opportunities that improve business results and drive growth? Our 4 power steps to transforming challenges into opportunities will help you do just that. It's helped business leaders overcome countless challenges over the years, often turning what seemed like an inevitable business disaster into an opportunity with ongoing returns. The 4 power steps that make challenges work for you are: read the signs, put things into perspective, take corrective action, and extract the learning. A few years back, an entrepreneur was pushing really hard to expand his international market footprint, but he faced some really tough challenges like huge and escalating setup costs in each new territory. And this was depleting his available capital really fast. By following the 4 power steps, he did not only avert disaster, he turned his business around completely, and 1 year later, his business was thriving. So let's take a deeper dive into each power step. Power step 1, read the signs. Business challenges are merely signposts or warnings that if we stay on our current course, we may not achieve our desired objectives, may even experience more challenges, or even face disaster at some point. So we need to look out for these signs, which may be trying to tell us something like, hey, stop! Something's wrong with your plan or strategy. Review your plan. Or red alert! The path you're on is not taking you to your chosen destination. Change course. Or caution, you've made a judgment error. Check your assumptions. If you think of a tough challenge you experienced in the past that didn't quite go so well, when the challenge first arose, was there a signpost that you potentially missed or ignored that if you had seen and acted on would have changed your decisions and actions and ultimately the outcome? In our example, the signs for this business leader were the escalating setup costs and depleting capital, which would have become a disaster if he had not curbed it. So when we see warning signs that things aren't going quite as planned, acknowledging these signs, no matter how difficult it may be, is the first step to rescuing the situation and is your window of opportunity to turn it into an opportunity. Power step 2 is put things into perspective. Because tough challenges tend to be unexpected, the potential downside in the looming disaster can throw things right out of context. And in this situation, it's easy to get overwhelmed and to overreact. In our example, this entrepreneur put things into perspective by being grateful that he did see the signs before it was too late. Had he not read the signs, he could have put his entire business at risk and lost everything he'd worked so hard to achieve over the last 10 years. But he knew all was not lost. And in fact, the signs were a blessing in disguise. So when things get tough, take a few minutes to see the challenge for what it is. Talk with people you can trust to get a different perspective on it. Take a bird's eye view on it and see how it may be an opportunity rather than an obstruction. In every challenge, there's always something you do have control over. Look for that silver lining and it will bring some relief. Power step 3 is take corrective action. The entrepreneur in our example took corrective action immediately. To avoid financial collapse, we helped him formulate a new strategy. He cut his losses and moved on with urgency, but this time armed with a killer strategy. As soon as you've put things into perspective, you'll want to take corrective action immediately. When challenge hits, what often saves the day is speed of execution. The team that acts with urgency to find a solution, change the plan, cut losses, or change course is more likely to turn the challenge into an opportunity than the team who is derailed by the situation. Taking corrective action immediately ignites energy and brings some welcome relief that the situation is under control and puts you right back in control of the situation. Power step 4, extract the learning. One of the true treasures that comes from experiencing challenges is extracting the learning, and is often the reason for some of the toughest challenges giving rise to the greatest successes. Successful leaders understand that you cannot solve a problem with the same level of thinking in which it was created. They tend to use challenges as opportunities to adopt new thinking strategies and to find new and better ways of doing things, to leapfrog the company to an even stronger position. Coming back to our example, some of the learning for this entrepreneur was to do more thorough research and projections when going into new territories. And a really key learning for him was to create a stream of annuity income that would not only create consistent income, but float his business while he was testing out new strategies. And those changes he made as a result of his learning set his business up for massive success. So these 4 power steps can spark radical results and can bring spin-off effects on many levels. There's a very wise saying by Max Planck, who's considered to be the father of quantum theory, that goes, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So go for it. Choose to see challenges as opportunities and use the 4 power steps to make your challenges work for you. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our Wilde Insights for more business success tips, tools, and thinking strategies. And I look forward to seeing you on the wild side of success.